Our story kind of started 2 years into marriage. We were like, hey, let's start a family. A couple years into that journey, we realized that we were experiencing infertility and found out we had unexplained infertility, and that was devastating. It was a lot to process and go through as a couple. One Sunday, we came into church, sat down, and Jeffrey got up to share right away in the service and was sharing about how his grandma had passed away and how impactful her life was for him and their family because she adopted Jeffrey's dad. In that moment, it was like instantly I just felt this peace from the Lord that we were supposed to adopt.
I remember us just looking into adoption a little bit, and there was a first initial application fee that was $100. I was like, I know $100 isn't all that much for the initial fee, but I asked the Lord, I was like, Lord, if you can just provide this $100 somehow. That week, a lady at my work actually pulled me aside and said, hey, I don't know why, but God just put this on my heart to give to you. I walked away, and I honestly didn't think a ton about it in the moment. But then when I had got back to my office, I opened the envelope and it was just $100.
We kind of jumped into adopting, and it is a bit of a process. It's a lot of paperwork. And then once we were ready, our adoption agency at this point, they had so many families who were wanting to adopt, and there were not very many women who were placing. I would just say the theme of our whole experience of trying to grow our family was a lot of disappointment.
All of a sudden, literally, it's like our community just surrounded us, and before we knew it, we had raised like $30,000 to be able to do the adoption.
We finally went live with our agency. It was very exciting.
Just one random day, we got a call saying that a birth mom and dad actually had chosen us. So with a lot of just excitement, joy, Holly and I drove to Dallas, and we got a call while we were in the parking garage. Actually, not only had she delivered one baby, but she had delivered two. So we went up to meet the boys. It was twin boys, and we were able to have them for about 3 hours. There is a time period, 48 hours, that birth mom can decide to not place the child or children, and in that time period, they decided to parent. For us, that was a huge mix of emotions. While we want to be happy and joyous for them to be able to parent, that's obviously an ideal situation. We had also seen this dream being fulfilled and then slip out of our hands.
The pain of walking out of the hospital empty-handed and going home to our house without a baby, without babies. It felt like I didn't know how we were going to get through it.
I remember getting a call from our caseworker. They had a very real question is okay, we have other birth parents that are looking to make decisions. Do you want us to still continue to show your profile to these birth moms? And I remember Holly saying, like, well, it took us 10 months of waiting the first time, so let's put us on. It'll give us plenty of time. 11 days later, we got a call saying that a birth mom had chosen us again. And so we were just, man, were we feeling all the emotions.
We were there. She had a baby girl, and we got to see her hours after she was born. And we got to meet the birth mom and connect with her, and we had a beautiful conversation with her.
It was in that moment that I kind of had a revelation that with everything that we'd walked through with the twins, just how much love costs. Love has a cost, and we were about to have to go into that again, with all the fears of what had just happened.
I think what helped me was thinking on how God is worthy regardless of what we get in the end. We have just been, I think, just floored by the kindness of the Lord in that.
This is our beautiful daughter, Leonora.
She is so much fun. She just found her voice, and she has been yelling a lot.